A very good evening to all. I'm letting everybody come, admitting everybody because it's only time up and we're starting the session. We're starting the session very soon. I request each one of you to mute your audio. A very good evening to one and all who's listening to us. As people are coming and joining us, we are live on Facebook and we are live on Zoom. And thank you very much to have registered with us. A very eminent person. I request each one of you to mute your audio, please. I'm here to introduce Shri Ajit Kumar Acharya Ji. Shri Ajit Kumar Acharya Ji is a life teacher. He established his NGO VDM India on the Move in the year 1993. Since then, he's the founder chairman, born and brought up in West Bengal, and completed his formal education there itself. He is a postgraduate in management and a multilinguistic. Very popular among his followers across India. They call him Guruji. His primary objective is to bring quantum change in spiritual, social, economic outlook of Indian, especially in semi-urban and rural India. For past 25 years, his NGO is engaged in empowerment of youth, empowerment of women, skill development, and clean and green Swachh Bharat and developing patriotism. For past 3 decades, he is visiting faculty to various academic institutes and corporate organizations in India and abroad. His strengths is in mentoring, teaching, motivating, training, and development of human resource. In short, he's an expert in unearthing hidden talent and maximizing the same. A very passionate life teacher, voracious reader, and a good orator. He traveled nook and corner of the country and understood the Indian ethos. Till now, he has trained and motivated 3.15 lakh students, 27,000 teaching faculties, and 84,000 families. He is working on a mission mode to accomplish his objective of reaching 10 lakh youth and 5 lakh families. He believes 5% of these motivated people will play great role in building a new India. Under his leadership, VDM India on the Move has transformed 2 villages named Dhareshwar in Karnataka and Vepalguda in Telangana state from economic poverty to green pastures. His NGO's good work has been appreciated by many eminent personalities, to name a few. Former President of India, Shankar Dayal Sharma, Sri K.R. Narayanan and Abdul Kalam, former Prime Minister Sri P.V. Narasimha Rao, Atal Bihari Vajpayee, former Deputy Prime Minister Sri L.K. Advani, Surjit Singh Barnala, Governor of Tamil Nadu, Rama Devi, Governor of Karnataka, present Lieutenant Government of Pondicherry, Srimati Kiran Bedi, former External Affairs Minister, Srimati Sushma Swaraj, former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, K.S. Rajashekar Reddy, and Sri N. Chandrababu Naidu, Srimati Sumitra Gandhi, IAS granddaughter of Mahatma Gandhi. Election Commissioner of India, Sri GVG Krishnamurthy, JNTU Vice Chancellor, Sri Venkatraman Reddy, Sri Prasad Reddy, Vice Chancellor of Andhra University, Dr. S.N. Hegde, Vice Chairman of Vice Chancellor of Mysore University, then Dr. Kalyan, Vice Chancellor of Madurai Kamraj University, Dr. G. Vishwanath, Chancellor of VIT University, Vellore, Tamil Nadu. Started his career with Singer Sewing Machine Company, INC USA, grew in the same company to senior management position at a young age of 30 years. Held important position as Vice President Operations in Ziza Organics Pharma Company. Later, he took up a very challenging assignment as Senior Vice President HR BSCPL Infrastructure Limited, formerly known as Messrs. B.C. Naya and Company Projects, a company engaged in construction of highways, irrigation, power, healthcare, and realty sector. international presence in Afghanistan, Dubai, and Indonesia. At the same time of leaving professional career, he was advisor to Chairman BSCAPL Group of Companies Hyderabad. He was associated with various organizations in the country. The list is very exhaustive. We are mentioning a very few of them here. Chairman of the Advisory Board of the Green School Bangalore, permanent member, National Human Resource Development Network, Chief Resource Person, Dayanand Sagar, Academy of Technology and Management, Bangalore, former member, Board of Management, Vigyan University, Guntur, former academic advisor for Indo-Asian Group of Institution, Bangalore, former member Academic Council, Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering and Tech, Chittoor, member Governing Council, Brindavan Institute of Technology and Science, Kurnool, advisor, VIT Infratech Solutions, Tamil Nadu. As all of you know that we have lots and lots of queries in our minds, and there were a lot of questions lingering in everybody's mind saying, what is going to happen post COVID? And so we are all going to be listening to Sri Ajit Kumar Acharya ji, who is going to be giving a very motivational talk to all of us, which is required to keep us pepped up till the lockdown is all over. So over to you, sir. And we are all ears to you. You can always put your questions in the Zoom group chat, and your queries will be answered after his talk. And we can take your queries for about, say, 10, 15 minutes. And also we are going Facebook Live, and we have a lot of queries coming up there. We're going to take up those questions as well. So all the best to all of you, and let's listen to this great eminent personality. And we're very honored to have you here, sir.
Good evening, Usha ji and Manju ji, who has facilitated this program. And good evening to all my listeners who have joined me in Zoom as well as in Facebook. I take this opportunity of letting you know that the pandemic which has spread in the name of coronavirus, that is a physical disease, and that has been treated world over by different methodologies of medical science. But the fact here is, we are more worried about after effects of this pandemic. This COVID-19 will have to go. It may go by the end of July, it may go at the end of September, or it may disappear by a year or two. It doesn't matter. The fact is otherwise. If we study the death ratio that is happening in the India, especially in our country, around 800 people are born, children are born every 1 minute, and around 720 to maybe little less are dying every day. So when we are talking about 40,000 of COVID patients that who are infected in India, around today's figure is 40,000, and 14,000 and odd has been already cured and they have gone home, and approximately 2,000 and odd people have deceased. So compared to 2,000 dying in a matter of 3 to 4 months is not as serious as the seriousness that involves our regular life, day-to-day things. The cancer patients dying, the people dying with TB, the people dying with typhoid, people dying with other diseases, people dying in accident. So just by taking coronavirus as the only thing that is going to bother our life through its infection will not stand good, because we have to fight it back. How do we fight? The methodology, the World Health Organization and various other doctors world over, the experts have been always telling. Our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi, who was kind enough to lock us down and protect us all from all this complication for almost now 45 days, and another about, if we calculate 50 days, we will be locked down. But with all this, this is a preparation for incoming days for all of us to take care of ourselves. What are the simple methods to take care? Every child now knows that you have to, sanitize yourself. You have to sanitize your hand quite regularly by washing it with soaps. You have to wear a mask, and you should stay away from the crowd. And the word that is spread is social distancing. So this is what everybody is today to follow. But I have a different thing to tell you. Today I received from my colleague in VDM India on the move, happened to be Vice Chairman, Dr. Murthy, has sent me a message of a Dr. Chaudhary from USA. This gentleman was suffering with corona and was put in the 14 days quarantine and all the effect that has gone through after that. But during that phase, because as there is no particularly prescribed medicine other than controlling the fever and giving those general medicines, he took to the Indian methodology of Ayurveda. He had that podina, coriander, and tulsi leaf, then ginger and jaggery and all that he mixed up with lemon and made a nice tea, and every day he drank 4 times. And today he says he finds himself out of corona and he has been discharged from the hospital. So what I am trying to tell you is, we Indians are more or less safer than many other countries. Our habits are different. Our culture is different. Our thinking is different. Our way of living life is different. We are not to be called a Hindu religion. We should be called that we are the one who showed the way of life to the whole world, maybe 10,000 years back. Maybe in the recent past, 400-500 years, the Westerners would have dominated us in different spheres. But let me tell you, the domination ultimately now nature is doing to all of us. There is no pollution in the country today. World over, the pollution has dropped. The animals are back on the forest, enjoying their life. Nature is blooming. In city like Bangalore, where every time the pollen in the air used to cause a lot of allergy and people used to sneeze in the morning, everything disappeared. So when we are looking at this as a negative trend, I look at it as a positive thing. Today we are more healthy. We are looking great. We are all feeling better. Accepting that, we are all worried about our economic future. Will our job be there? Will our company will sustain? What will happen to the world? What will happen to India? All this thing is bothering us. As of 9th May, the India's forex is showing an extraordinary growth. It is standing at $481 billion. And recently 1.62 billion has been additional in the May month. Dear friends, my question to all of you is, worry will not solve the problem. Worry is an opportunity. It gives you an opportunity to find out solution. By simply sitting at home or discussing among friends and messaging that this may happen and that may happen doesn't solve anything. I remember a very nice Hindi poem which I read long back. For you, I will share it. See, this poem says, मुश्किल नहीं है कुछ दुनिया में, तू जरा हिम्मत तो कर. ख्वाब बदलेंगे हकीकत में, तू जरा कोशिश तो कर. आंधियां सदा चलती नहीं, मुश्किलें सदा रहती नहीं. मिलेगी तुझे भी मंजिल तेरी, बस तू जरा कोशिश तो कर. हताश क्यों है, निराश क्यों है, तेरे दिल में जीत की आस जो है, हो जाएगी हर जंग में विजय, तू जरा कोशिश तो कर. वक्त रुकता नहीं किसी के लिए, वक्त रुकता नहीं किसी के लिए, उठ वक्त के साथ चल. वो वक्त तुम्हारा हो जाएगा, बस तू जरा कोशिश तो कर. See this, nothing is impossible in this life unless we show courage and valor. We cannot set an example to our children that, look, everything is going wrong. So it is time to wake up, find out a better way, become strong, be positive. Good time to do your yoga in the morning. Give a little more time. Do 12 times Surya Namaskaram. Spend some time in pranayam and various other aspects that can keep you healthy mentally. Wealth, don't worry. India will be back by next March into the world's business game. One thing is sure, with the alarm that is buzzing in the European countries as well as in America and various other imperial nations, that India will be the preferred business market. India will be the destination of the world. We were earlier in that position. Just we missed for some time. We are back again. We will be back again. We should be optimistic. We should be very positive. We should look for things that can make our life better. And the most important factor is India is a country of youth. Around 84 crores are below 35 years age. What else a country wants? And most of the COVID patients that have died in the world, they were all elderly people. People who are between 40 to 50 were very less. But in India, if you take it, we were less affected because we are a country with youth. Maybe there may be a resurgent of the COVID after 2 months or maybe 2 months, little bit. There are different perception prevailing in the medical science. Let's not go by all that. As it comes, we will face it. Let us be a great warriors. Our doctors have proved it. Our nurses have proved it. Our medical staff has proved it. Our police cops have proved it. And various social organizations who have given everything for this country. And they have all proved it that this can be fought. And it is nothing something great. Rest of the things is all in your mindset. My suggestion to all of you is come out from your stress, come out of your fear. Fear and stress is not going to solve any problem. Fear is something which is man-made. You go on fearing in your mind, sitting at home, you will be panicked and you'll create panic for other things. I'm thankful to Doordarshan, Government of India, because they have started releasing Ramayana, Mahabharata, Chanakya, Upanishad, Ganga, and Shaktiman for children. These are the things that motivates us to lead a better life, and we can look for various other factors also. And we were looking for a digital world. We wanted everything to be digital. We wanted everything to happen sitting at home and doing everything. And when it has come to us, we were panicked. We are missing what? Are you so much missing pub? Are you so much missing your bar and restaurant? What are you missing? You're missing actually nothing. In fact, your expenditure has come down. You're very healthier now. And you have first time realized that your wife is not alone to take care. Home, you too have to participate. It's a partnership. So many wives are happy and some are unhappy because ghar mein baith ke, now husbands are demanding more snacks and more tea and coffee. Share it. Work with them. Stay together and create a world which is very happy. Let us not create a pandemic at home and in our society. Let us look for a positive India and look for things that will be stress-free. Let us become master of our own destiny. In the past, we have done it many times and we will do it in future also. There is nothing that should stop us from taking a step forward. I always feel that when a leader like Pradhan Mantri Narendra Modi is sitting at the helm of affair, we need not worry. The change has to take place. After all, every 100 years, such pandemics happen. It was in 1800 and odd. It has happened in the beginning of 18th century. It has happened in the 19th century. It is happening every time. Let it happen in every 100 years. We need a lot of correction to come to all of us. And nothing that much serious we should take it. A human, though cannot fly like a bird, outrun a leopard running, but God has given humans a brain. And this brain is given specially to us to do something wonderful, something great, something unimaginable. Let's be a positive country. So I am ready now, open for any questions that you have so that I can start answering you. And whatever questions which we cannot answer right now in this short time, you can keep it in Facebook and all. We will see that they are answered to you. And we are here to help you and see that you all lead a positive life. I am sure aviation sector is going to resume its flights around 5 to 6 days from now. The discussion is going on. The cabinet is resolving that maybe a weekdays at maximum they want to resume the domestic flights. So various other things, trains are also already running, but it is helping the laborers who are stuck in different place. Very soon everything will be back, but we have to live with this coronavirus. This COVID-19 will be our friend now. Let us start living with it. Maintain a social distance, keep a mask on your face, keep washing your hands, teach everybody around you, and so that hum or hamare saath sab milke we will fight this COVID-19. I am ready now, open for your questions. Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much, sir, for a very motivating talk. And I'm sure about it. All of you who are listening here, we have 30 of the listeners here, viewers here. You can ask queries, you can put up questions here on the Zoom group chat or even a live Facebook. I see a lot of people who are watching us, so you can ask questions. He will take questions from you all. You can unmute yourself and ask the question. So there were a lot of queries on the education field. They were asking like, when will the schools resume and when will the academics be? Will they'll bounce back the schools and colleges?
See, at this moment, different states are adapting to different policies, and whatever is said and done, by September we will all be back to our schools. That is the maximum time. But however, in between there are various methodologies are being worked out, and lot of discussions are going on. Very soon we will find lot of change. Andhra Pradesh want to start their exams for the whatever pending exams were there. Various other states are planning. Karnataka is also planning somewhere in August they want to get back. Let us hope for the best. Let us not get disappointed. However, online we are in touch with our academics.
So there is a question from Mr. Nadeem. He says, how do we explain the situation to kids and keep them motivated?
I beg your pardon. Your audio was not very clear.
There's a question from Mr. Nadeem.
Yeah.
He says, how do we explain the situation?
No, his audio has to be muted. I am not getting any words.
To kids.
No, I am not getting any words.
Can you hear it now, sir?
Your is clear, but I think once audio is not muted, we can't.
No, can you hear? No, you have to hear this question and you can answer, and Nadeem can hear it from wherever he is. How
Okay. No, I am not listening any word.
Situation to kids and keep them motivated.
No, blur sound is coming.
Sir, can you hear now?
I am hearing you, but once you start this question point, that is getting blurred.
Sir, how do we explain this situation to kids and keep them motivated, as Nadeem is asking?
Exactly. That's a very fantastic part. In fact, we are also doing that at home. Now we have worked out a lot of strategies at home. Earlier, we used to play Scrabble around the 60s and 70s at home. There were a lot of chess players who were playing at home and winning and losing. There were a lot of carom players. There were a lot of artists. There were a lot of painters, lot of singers and all that. Recently, we are all engaging our children on various programs. In fact, my grandchildren are now learning dance online classes, and they're very happy with that. Some people are learning, playing different games online, and they come back and they start playing Scrabble and spellcraft with their grandfather and parents. You can list out an agenda of 2, 3, or 4 hours every day for them.
So one more question is there from Pavitra. She says, our parents are extremely panicking now. How to console them and make them stress-free?
Why parents are panicking? Are they panicking because children are not going out of home? No. Tell them that there is nothing to panic. It's a matter of few days now. Already various cities that has been cleared, that green zone, orange zone and red zone has been worked out. And we have already found that 84 districts are totally green zone. So there is nothing to worry. It's a matter of maybe fortnight you will be out of this and start doing your work from your home. Absolutely no issue at all. My daughter works from home. My son is working from home.
So one more question is there from Datta. What will be changes in education sector due to Corona and how to adjust with it?
The change which you people wanted it. The youth earlier were always fighting with their mom that they are not giving their mobile. Now when the whole thing is becoming digital, I have seen children are now telling we are fed up with this mobile. We don't want to always be engaged with this. Come on, the world is now digital. The next world order is predicted by Dr. T.V. Rao, who was formerly advisor to the government of AP about 2 years back on skill management. He told me in a seminar that, Acharya ji, in next decade, you will find less office buildings in the world and more work from the home. So digital work has come to stay. Get accustomed to this new virus called digital online virus working.
So one more question is there from Mr. Yashwant Balaji. Namaste Guruji. As seeing that 90% of the students worldwide are suffering, is the online class effective to students? Madhya Pradesh has already promoted the engineering students with this.
See, online classes, we wanted it earlier. Even every engineering student wanted it. and they wanted to have the, as Abdul Kalam ji says, that bina dumma mare to college mein koi student successful hota nahi hai. So Balaji, it is very important that now dumma is not possible because you have to log in into your mobile and you have to start, you have to go to your laptop and start working. So let us believe that the world is now closely connected with digital combination.
Mr. This one message from Subha Suresh. Now the air is clean, no pollution. In 3 months, everything become normal. Will the government bring in some rules so we can have clean air?
Absolutely. You know, when our vehicles are not on the road, when we are no more polluting our air from releasing all the effluent from the factory. You cannot believe, dear friends, I visited Kashi last year this time. And at that time, I went to Prayagraj and Ganga. I was feeling so happy by seeing the process of cleaning going on there. But still, the dirt was somewhere or the other entering into the river. But today, I tell you, when I saw the picture of Alakranda, Mandakini, Ganga, Yamuna, absolutely superb. You know, you can see, like, you know, deep under the sea what is visible. So clear the upper water is. God has corrected for next 100 years. We people needed this kind of real stick, you know. Otherwise, we would have not corrected ourselves. Thanks to coronavirus, it made pollution free.
There's a question from Ratnavelu Chitra. Is it safe to reopen kindergarten?
Safe to open kindergarten at this moment? I will suggest no. Because you have to wait for little more time. Usually summer vacation ends in June. So you can extend it by a month and happily reopen after that. Somewhere in August you can reopen, because no kindergarten will have about 200 or 300 students. Kindergarten usually have 30-40 students. That is the maximum they maintain. So you can manage that. Don't mix them with big crowd. The distancing maintaining with children will be very difficult. Hence, you have to admit the parents also along with them. If you have to open now, better open it a little later. Wait for one more month.
Anupma Dev Gupta is asking, will life become normal as it was before? How long it may take?
Anupam ji, I am sure you are a central government employee. I remember, and you keep going to your office nowadays and working. And you must be finding it that now the work culture things have become very easy. Maybe in future, you may have again the crowd back on the roads and then traffic jam and every effect will be there. Right now, you don't have to bother. Life will go smoothly. Concentrate your free time in spiritual, invocation. Do some prayer, pranayam, yoga and all. You will be hale and healthy and happy.
Amit Kundalia, he's asking, yoga classes should start in schools. What is your opinion, Guruji?
Sure, it should. Because now 214 countries world over has understood the value of yoga. And you will see that White House recently Trump has appointed a person to, preach all this thing in the White House. See, what ultimately yoga is a science. It takes care of your respiratory system. It takes care of your, metabolic systems. It keeps your physical systems all intact. It gives you a very healthy atmosphere. You get up early in the morning. These are something very good that yoga adds to it. I say it should be a compulsory for everyone. It has nothing to do with any religion or anything. It has simply to do with our physical science.
One question has come up just now, sir. It says that how to handle increasing unemployment. How much are we prepared for that?
Unemployment will not be there as much as we are now visualizing. We are imagining more. The problem is the pandemic was the people started thinking that when the factories reopen, they may employ them or not. They will employ. They have to employ. I heard in some corporate organizations, especially, they have given a notice that from this year, at least for next 9 months, we will not be able to give you increment. Doesn't matter. For our own health and wealth, to safeguard our family, our children, a little bit of increment 1 year we can leave. But be sure you will bounce back. The country is going to bounce back. We will make more money. When you have more money, you will not ask this question, I know. Unemployment will be, it's a very, very temporary phase. and government is taking a lot of steps. I have got a calculation about 39 crores families they have already helped by releasing 37,000 crores of rupee, and they are doing various other assistance to them. Now they have introduced all the trains for all the laborers to go back home, settle down some days for have relax, and then come back and work fresh.
There's a question by Atika Moen. She says, "Good evening, sir. Beautiful poetry and speech. Please explain what happens post-lockdown in education field." It's the same question. Will schools reopen soon?
Definitely it will reopen. If not in August, it is going to be definitely open by first week of September. The country has now taught all of us that how to live with coronavirus. Like any other disease, we will learn to live with coronavirus, and it will disappear and it will not do much harm to us.
One question from Ratnavelu Chitra. What about hotels?
No, I would say let it be shut down so that our health will be there and we can maintain, have a good healthy food. Nowadays, no indigestion problem is coming. Nobody is having a dysentery and diarrhea because all mom made food, wife made food, husband made food, son-in-law made food. A lot of good things are going on in the country. Enjoy Chitraji for some time. After that, we'll see. Anyhow, hotel industry will open because aviation is being opened very soon. Once aviation is open, hotel industry will also come up, but with a lot of caution order. We have to be very careful, especially with our health system there. If you don't maintain social distance, again we will be getting into a big problem. Saloon, hotel, malls, pubs are very risky places.
Ramya asks, will India find the vaccine for?
I have to get the question again because your voice got muted.
Ramya asks you, will you find the vaccine for corona?
Yes, the vaccine is on the way. Israel has already discovered it. The British government has also discovered it. Along with the various 5 countries are working in that. India has progressed a lot in that direction. But vaccines, it cannot come suddenly. It is not a press button system. There are a lot of trial and error methods are to be used because it has to be tried on human, see their reaction for some time. It will not sufficient that, in 1 week we can declare that the vaccine has come. But they have found the antibodies and things will come up very soon. And I'm expecting that at least by this year end, we will have the vaccine.
Guruji, ladies working from home, managing both houses. She says household chores and work is again leaving them less time with kids. How to manage that? Preeta Abraham. She's a center head of the Bangalore school. She asks this question.
Preeta, I am very happy with this question. You are a good teacher and you are a center head and you are doing an excellent job. I met you once. But what I am telling you is, why don't you people open a 1-hour class for your husbands and your life partners? And ask them to participate. And the best way is tell the children to make their papa also work. See, nothing is better than sharing and caring in life. I have been washing my vessels here at home for last 45 days. Only day after tomorrow, a day before yesterday, only we could get the servant back because our welfare society has permitted now. So I have 44 days. Literally, I was doing the cleaning, mopping, everything for my wife, and I was finding something very great pleasure in doing that. Why not? Ask Mr. Abraham to do it also with you. Share and care.
Mr. Ramesh Grover says, Guruji, workers have all native. How will the industries restart with skilled workers being absent?
The important part which the small industry, especially MSME and the belay cottage industry, are a little affected because they were labor dependent and less on the mechanized side. See, what will happen is, we will face this situation. Now they have all gone home. They will all return back because they didn't trust anybody when they were told that you stay back and we will all return back to the work. There was a miscommunication. Yesterday, Rajat Sharma ji of India TV was very nicely explaining in the night that, the main reason of all this was, though they were provided food, they were provided the shelter, but they were not happy because they were not convinced that their future is safe. It is a challenge. We will face it. 3 months we may suffer, but ultimately everything have to come back to normal.
One question has come from Vishal's iPhone. How the sports activities for kids will be affected post lockdown?
No, you can do sports activity post lockdown, or even once you are in green zone. See, you can make them, don't allow them to play those games where they come in physically contact with each other. You can do athletes, where they can do running in the track. You can make them do hop stop jumping games, and don't allow those games where they come like coco and all, touch each other and all that kind of game you can restrict. Otherwise, maybe in a month's time the sports arena will be back. As already I got a news that cricket players have decided to wear the mask and play their cricket back. The tennis players all decided to come back.
And we have one question from Mr. Prakash Aski. Information technology, all these people have started working from home. If it continues like this, then what about real estate sector? Will it come down?
See, real estate, as per, if you ask me personally, it required a divine correction. In our country, at one time, real estate was going haywire. And after the new rules and other restrictions are imposed, the industry was already struggling. And they were coming back to normal. So coronavirus has given them definitely a problem. But they will come back. Because by 22, the government of India is going to give shelter to everybody. And when these programs have to be implemented, the infrastructure, the construction activity will go on. Only the real estate where that is buying and selling of apartment or villas and other thing is there, they may take a little more time to come out.
The question from Pavitra says, how far is online classes effective for kindergarten and what steps do we take as a parent to make them understand online scenario? Pavitra Avinash.
See, you should understand that you are already living in a world of mobile. In fact, I have got a beautiful video on this subject. When either possible, I will try to pass it on to you if you are connected with some. See, one family of about 18 members who got all well settled suddenly decided to pay visit to their village because they wanted to meet the granny who is staying alone in the village. All of them landed there, and that picture after that was flashed in Facebook. That picture was so distressing that after going there, all these so-called educated people, so learned scholar, top engineers, doctors, what they did is each one of them were busy with their mobile and the granny was sitting alone and staring at each other. So what I'm trying to tell you is online is no more a problem. Online has to stay with us. This is a fact. Tomorrow you will find the robo controlling traffic. This is going to be a fact. And we have to live with this. When we wanted modernization, we have to teach modern things to our children.
One lady, Visha, is asking, is vaccine really needed? Can't our immune system fight itself?
We are fighting. See, yesterday, one beautiful news is 98 years lady, she discharged from hospital. Today morning, they have shown one lady in, I think, Spain or Italy, 100 years old. She celebrated her birthday after coming out from Corona. See, what I am trying to tell you is, any day, if you maintain a good, healthy, disciplined systems, following physical exercises, and you do breathing exercises, you take food which is digestible and not overeat yourself, you will not be worried much about this virus and all that. It is one virus of corona family. Coronavirus is there since long time. It is one virus which has created little pandemic. We have already come out. 130 crore Indians today has got only 44,000 only infected, out of which 14,000 are back home. We will fight it out. No issue at all. Have a habit of drinking hot water.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Anupma Dev Gupta says, your assuring words always strengthen us and provide energy to move forward in life. Thank you so much, Guruji. Then we have one more question, sir. Is saying, is that a myth that India is getting many industries because other countries are not happy with China. We are seeing messages that we shouldn't use Chinese made products, but are we capable of creating same quality of products? And do we have the production capabilities? I started using all Tata products, but using China made mobile, is it good to do that?
See, when in 2014, we had two mobile companies in India. Today, we have 276 companies manufacturing mobiles in India. It is not that they are great. When you are not doing your job, or we are not, doing make in India production for maybe 15, 16 years, we have neglected our production things and only concentrated on IT sector. But now people have returned back and we are doing a lot of production activity. And recently we have seen the China kits they have supplied for the, what do you call, checking the coronavirus. What happened? All the kits world over were found to be fake or not workable. Everybody returned, including India. And India rose to the occasion. And today we are the second largest manufacturer of all the kits that is required for corona treatment. So a challenge only will make you something great. And I'm sure we will do it because we are not an ordinary country. We have a lot of capacity. What happened?
என்ன போட்டோ పెట్టినా రెండు
What happened?
There's a question here, sir, for you. Hello.
Tell me.
The novel coronavirus, is it better to call it the China virus? Should India or the nations be prepared in the future for other bio attacks like this? Should we blame China for this?
See, if you have seen a movie called Contagia, this movie has come in 2011. And there is a statement by Barack Obama, which was in circulation, and that he was forecasting that world may go through a virus. And when he was the president of America, he could give the statement. So world were aware that something is coming up. Either it is coming from China or it is come from somewhere. The virus is coming. So we were not prepared because everybody thought that we are a developed nation and we need not bother about it. And ultimately it so happened that that nation which was expected not developed nation, India handled better. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you were missing.
Yeah, I can hear you, sir. Yes. Bina Vasan says, thank you, sir. It has been a very positive interaction. Hope for more. And is saying, thank you, Guruji. Your words really great, giving positive thoughts over the situation. And she says it was a great learning program, and thank you so much. I think each and everybody has thanked for the program, and they've been listening to you. Anybody who wants to ask live questions, you are most welcome. You can unmute yourself and you can ask questions. And Pavitra says, thank you, Guruji, for a very positive speech. Very inspirational session, everybody says. So, Gitanjali, or I can say somebody is unmuted. Do you want to ask questions? Sir is ready to take the questions. Are the questions are over, or we still continue with some?
So I'll give you a concluding remark. And if
Yes,
anybody
sir.
in between have a question, they can give. And the concluding remark of mine will be more based on philosophy. See, we must all remember that unless the human is challenged, its potential will never come out. We have to face an uncomfortable transition, which we have been facing from crawling to standing to walking to running. We are taught right from childhood by nature that transition is always uncomfortable. But after that uncomfortable stage is over, we transit to the next stage. From caterpillar to the butterfly, we enjoy the life. There will be a beauty that is coming up. Believe in yourself that you can do it. I always believed that who says we shall not have an imagination of a better life? We should have. कौन कहता है कि स्वप्नों को न आने दे हृदय में, देखते सब हैं ने अपनी समय अपनी उम्र में, स्वप्न पर ही मुग्ध मत हो, सत्य का भी ज्ञान कर ले, पूर्व चलने के बटो ही बाट की पहचान कर ले. You need to dream, and to convert your dream you have to face challenges in life, and those challenges will convert dream into reality, and every one of us are capable. We are the people who can do it. We did it in the past. Otherwise, look at PV Sindhu, look at Sachin Tendulkar, Virat Kohli, Rohit Sharma, Mahi, our great Dhoni. You look at those great Mary Kom. You find various number of Indians today are challenging the world. You know why? Because the Indian youth are challenging themselves. We have fixed our own benchmarks now, that we are the best and we have to defeat our own self. We need not bother about what America does, what world thinks about us, who is doing what, where. Let us bother what we can do it. We can do it. We are capable of it.
It was a wonderful speech indeed, and a very motivational talk, sir. And thank you all those who had participated in the session. Ms. Manju Chakravarti, thank you very much to have coordinated this entire session. I think we could have had more participation. I can see a lot of participation happening on the Facebook though. There is one question for you, sir, right now.
Please.
That education system at this moment is confused. If it has to go completely digital, or what is your thought for Indian school?
Let me tell you one thing. The section 30A in our constitution has to be removed. As we could amend 370 and 35A, we have to remove the section 30. The Indian system of the Gurukula has to re-establish itself. We have to teach our Itihasa. We have to teach our Upanishad, because we are not a country which we believe in that other religions are not good for us. We 100% believe all religions are good for us. What we say is we should have a clear platform where we should be able to allow all religions to debate with each other. It is not that there are only dogmatic philosophy exists in India. It is not that. Some people used to say we were snake charmers. We are not snake charmers. We know how to play with snakes. That was a different of attitude. Somebody saw it as a snake charmer. We saw it as our ability to play with the snakes. Today, you see in satellite, you see in science, 35 years to 40 years is the age group that are scientists who are packing our Indian space, ISRO and DRDA. They are doing wonderful job. Immaterial of gender, all the men and women are doing wonderful work. So be positive. Think positive. You are warriors, like Corona warriors.
That's a good way of putting it. So thank you so much for such a motivational speech. I think, again, I can see one more question coming up.
We still have about 7 minutes time. Let them ask
Yes.
whatever they want to ask.
Since we are forced to allow kids to watch or play with mobile because no school, it's giving stress to us as parents. So what should we do about it? That they are all watching on mobiles.
Earlier we were telling them not to see mobile, but we were giving them mobile because for our own convenience. Now when the mobile became a part of the children's life, we are afraid of it. Find out a way. Give them a TV connection of your mobile so that they see in the TV. Yesterday we had our grandson's birthday and we celebrated online. Somewhere in Jaipur, our people were there. Somewhere our children were in Delhi, somewhere in Bangalore, and somewhere in different parts of the country. We all converged online and we enjoyed the birthday celebration. We all celebrated as it is. Only thing, the expenditure was very low. In fact, I am suggesting you to innovate now. Come out with ideas. This is a challenging time. From mobile to big mobile you come out, which will be only children mobile. There will be nothing elderly in that. We can bring out. Let us innovate.
Yes. So they're saying they're working from home. So it's becoming very tough to engage kids. So that's the reason that they give phones.
That is why
for it.
That is why the old Indian system of grandparents is superb. I am a grandparent. Me and my wife are always enjoying with my two granddaughters. My daughter is working from home and we are in the next house managing that. Kids also sometime, not all the time, but they are very intelligent. We have to teach them. This process has to go on in this country. Grandparents should be back home. Atta mama should be back.
One question is there from Sri Tanuja. She says, not a question, a message. She says, Namaste Guruji. Few words to our young youths, how to deal with their minds.
Yes, exactly that I get, the mindset. Our most precious sense is mindset. This is where our capacity to envision life in the most satisfying form. But mindset is much more than just mentally seeing our life at its best. It is an attitude and a plan of action. It is a dream and the ability to make the dream come true. Fortunes are made in people's mind. Our mind is the ultimate personal computer and we are its programmer. We can instruct our mind to select the right opportunity, right investment, right choice of friends, a right choice of the games we want to play, right things we want to do it. We can program our mind to deal effectively with our own issues as well as the social issues. Over a time, each one of us have become exactly what we programmed. We wanted to do certain thing. We are doing it today. Maybe it has taken 30 years in some cases is 40 years. A prosperous program, when you put it in your mind, your life will also becomes prosperous. If you put, no, you want to be a yogi, then you can become a yogi. But look at Yogi Adityanath. Even a yogi can also become a chief minister. It is the mindset. He is still the same yogi who is detached with all the worldly affairs, but he is doing his job. So you can always choose what really your mind wants to do it. To youth, my only suggestion is concentrate on your character. Don't concentrate on your reputation. A reputation is like shadow. Character is you as an individual. Wherever you travel, your shadow will travel. But some people concentrate on shadow, which disappears in 12 noon. Don't go for something which will disappear. Go for something that will stay permanently with you. And your character is the only thing that will stay with you permanently. Character is the cause and reputation is the effect. When we work on the cause, we are already working on the effect. Enhance the cause, effects gets enhanced. It enhances our character automatically and simultaneously reputation also gets enhanced. A reputation that is born out of character is sustained even during crisis and challenging times. All the famous people focused on what they thought about themselves. They worked on what they believed. Because this is one aspect where you take Mahatma Gandhi, you take Swami Vivekananda, you take Abraham Lincoln, you take any top people in the world, they always concentrated in what is they, not concentrate on what world thinks of them. So character is something that you have to individually create in your mind, and then by your performance of life, you can make the world shut up. Don't go for the reputation. This is my message to the youth. Don't go for reputation. Go for building your character. Building your character is building yourself. Nothing is better than building your character.
Thank you very much, sir, for such an inspirational talk. And I think each and every one of us benefited by all the queries what was brought of us. And Pavitra says, well said, sir, it's time to innovate and be a problem solver and be a role model for our kids and not to panic in a crisis. A live example, indeed. That's what she says about you. So thank you so much, everyone, to have hooked on to this session and asked a lot of questions. And I think we are looking forward for more sessions with him later, and we'll have more audience for him who can ask questions. So thank you so much. So let's call it a day. Can we, or do you have any questions?
One sentence I'll tell you. 3 minutes is there still in my time is showing 57. 3 more minutes are there. See, the most important factor about this problem, stress everybody is talking about. I am telling you, when a problem is born, 100 solutions are also born. Always believe that a problem cannot come alone. it will not survive. The solution is there with us. Only thing is we are not able to see it immediately. The moment we understand the solution is near us, we will be very happy to solve it. The greatest weapon against any problem is our ability to understand that problem has got a solution. Thank you very much. Bharat Mata ki Jai. And I always wanted all my Indian fellow citizens, their children and their family to understand the value systems. And we are the people who show the world the way, how to lead their life. Bharat Mata ki Jai. Let world understand that India knows better about virus. India knows better about virus removal also. Thank you very much. God bless you all.
So much, sir. So thank you all. Yes. It was a great session indeed. So, namaste.
Namaskar.